Yo, hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, FrazGenkai, and this is a very unusual video, mainly because it's not a Naruto/Boruto video. Just getting everyone clear, I still have projects on this series, but I feel like I want my channel to expand more into the anime content world, and recently I've become more interested and familiar with the Black Clover content, so just why not make those videos? Now, because it's not a typical Naruto/Boruto video, please do not smash that dislike button, because it's not the content you're expecting. I promise you, I will still make future Naruto videos as soon as possible, but I just want to focus for now, experiment different anime shows on this channel, and make sure to comment down below if you want to see this type of content as well. So, chapter 270 has released, and don't worry, I have been reading the manga all the way from chapter 1 since day 1, so I'm familiar with the concepts and theories the series has. So far, for this typical chapter, I'm using the literal English translation that Tabata would translate to. So this video is all about going through all the panels, my question theories, and my opinions on how this chapter is going through so far. So this chapter starts off with Asta defeating the devil, and Asta claiming that he is the victor of this fight. Honestly, I thought the battle was going to continue because this may have not been the end of the duel quite literally, and I did not expect this to wrap very quickly. But I actually liked it because we don't always need long duels and they're kind of unnecessary, so this was a pretty good build up. Then we see chains around Liebe's throat and locking into it, submitting to Asta, where the rituals for the devil binding is complete. Here, we also see Nacht being very impressed. Keep in mind in previous chapters that Nacht said that most of the devil hosts were unable to defeat the devil, so this was a pretty big deal for Asta here. The next page is about Nacht explaining how the devil binding contract works, and giving us an insight of how the host utilized the devil's power, where he explains that when the contract is made, they can make the devil become their servant and will obey their command without refusing against their will. However, Asta being Asta instead wants to make a contract where they are equal partners with equal rights, and he did this because Asta wants to be Liebe's friend. Asta, who is humble and grateful to the devil, acknowledges that if it weren't for him being together, he would not have gone far from his development. He also wants to understand more about his devil and what drives him to move forward. Liebe, listening to him, still glares at him and was still confused at the same time. Nacht was also confused and he thinks that there is no way that the devil will actually listen to him, and the equal contract is not the preferable choice, and we're bound to fail. Here we see Nacht truly believes that the only way to become the ultimate warrior is to make the devil your servant. The next page, Asta later reveals that his devil was in fact not fighting very seriously and was holding back from the very beginning, even though he was bluffing about killing and hate all that stuff. In fact, it turns out the devil cannot actually kill people at all. They can say words for someone's sake, but he still can't kill, which is why being equal with Asta is a good idea. And this actually piqued my interest for a second, because we see Lucifer killing Lisita and Zagra orchestrating the Roy's plot to steal the Elf tribe's magic, and it shows that this devil, Asta's devil, is indeed quite different. Nacht's devils begin to make fun of the ritual for devil binding. The devils and Nacht all agreed that Asta is a true moron, believing that the equal contract will be completely pointless. Asta still continues to pull up reasons why they both should be friends, and claims that they both should have a common enemy and should fight for it, so it would make sense if they were to work together. Liebe confronts Asta, saying that he is very naive and a total idiot, but that is when he compares Asta to Lisita on their personalities, putting a smile onto Liebe's face that he really is Lisita's son. And it turns out that he actually knew that Lisita has another son, and he is his foster brother. They both make an equal contract between the two, where it ended with a handshake between the two, and Liebe calls out his name to Asta. Nacht claims that this type of contract was never done before, and this was his first time seeing Asta and his devil performing the contract. And it turns out that Asta chose right, which was coming from Nacht. However, the ritual of binding process was only the beginning of the devil training process, and the first time we see Nacht getting more serious. And as you can see, we can see Nacht's true devil transformation, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty wicked and epic, and Asta and Liebe would both have to work together and defeat him, and this is to ensure Nacht's thinking of whether Asta is ready to take on the unjust evil. In Nacht's terms, it means taking on the dark trade itself. and it is a test to see the strength in battle, and that is how the chapter ends. Honestly, I think this was a very good chapter, and I like the build up, like where the direction is going to. I'm glad that the battle didn't go for too long, just enough to prove Asta's determination, and I'm also very happy that he and Liebe are finally in good terms, and confirmation that Lisita is indeed Asta's mom for those who still had doubts from the last chapter, and it's only natural that both have to prove their new powers before they battle Lucifer. They're training after all, and it's gonna be really cool to see how they battle from now on. And when it comes to Nacht's devil transformation, I really like the Bloodborne vibe from Nacht's devil form, and was kind of expecting the fight to be bit longer, but I'm glad it didn't drag out too much. And I'm not gonna lie, his transformation looks bad as fuck in his devil form, and this series just keeps getting better and better with each chapter. And I also love the idea of Asta not wanting to chain up Liebe, but I am predicting that when Liebe is going to see Lucifer again, he's going to snap out of it, and it will be quite difficult for Asta to calm him down while fighting Dante. So we'll see how that goes. However, I still have some few questions that piques me the most. 1. Why was Liebe holding back, meaning that he wasn't planning to kill Asta? Why was he claiming that he needs a physical body to defeat the upper devils? Was that all just a bluff? 2. How does Liebe know that Asta is the son of Lisita? Could it be that Lisita telling Liebe from the very start when she found him? Or did he discover that sometime during the series he found out that Asta was Lisita's son? Or 3. And this was outside of the manga page, but it's kind of interesting to see what kind of devil contract did the Dark Shrine make. It's because we know that Asta made an equal contract with his devil, and Nacht made a contract where the devil serves as a servant. What kind of contract did the Dark Shrine make? Because it's also kind of interesting, and it raised me a question. Anyways, that is a wrap, and I'm just going to end here. So I hope you guys enjoy. Smash that like button down below. Comment what kind of content you want. More chapter reviews coming soon. FrazGenkai is signing out.